in your own safety, okay? Once again, folks, a whole night of entertainment coming your way, starting again right now. Please welcome your Redcoats of Summer West Wild in the MGM Tribute to Hollywood.
When you paid a dime to escape, cheering the hero and hissing the man in the cape. Romance and action and thrills, partner, there's golden and hills. Movies are movies when during the times you know you'd get a happy ending, dozens of blundering cops in the thundering chase, getting a bang out of a lemon meringue in the face. Bandits attacking a train, one little tramp with a cane. Movies were movies were movies when I ran the show. Movies were movies when Camino was tied to the track, after trudging through the ice of the babe on her back. Girls of the seashore would stand all in a row in the sand, inching the stockings and inching a quarter below. No line of decency in Swanson and Keating, and Kessler and William S. Harding. No one pretended that what we were doing was art. We had some guts and some luck, but we weren't just making a buck. Movies were movies were movies when I ran the show.
Take your places, take your places. All of you line up. I want this scene in one take and one take only. Prepare yourself for your close-up. Prepare yourself. All of you get in the shot here. Here we go. I think we're going to be ready. This is going to be a sensation.
I'm ready for the close-up.
Yeah, extreme close-up. Yes.
And Swanson and Keating, Kessler and William S. Harding. No one pretended that what we were doing was art. We had some guts and some luck, but we were just making a buck. Movies were movies were movies when I ran the show.
Well, how about that, folks? The marvellous Redcoat Gareth there. Good evening to you all. Good evening. Whoa, you can be louder than this. Good evening. Brilliant. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to the wonderful world, the land of the movies. I'm the director, and I'm working on this little picture here. We're getting it all set up because we're going to show you a black and white silent movie. Now, all directors say lights, camera, action, but I want you to give me a hand with this. Are you going to help me? Okay, be really loud here. Are we ready? Lights, camera, oh, you can be louder than this. Are you ready? Lights, camera, let's go. the silent movie stars. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Now, let's give you a little history lesson here. In 1928, a very important thing happened in the world of films, because a gentleman by the name of Al Jolson stood up to the camera and he said this: "You ain't seen nothing yet." And with those words, movies could talk. And the birth of the talkies begat the birth of the Hollywood musicals. And as Jolson said, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Wow!
In olden days, a glimpse of stocky was looked on as something shocking, but now, everything goes. And good authors too, who once knew better, was now only used for letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. In trying to class crowds, you like it, Lord Buzz, you like it, Lord Hips, you like it, their lips, you like the Fair West, you like the meal dress, you like, but nobody will suppose. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that about two words, so when you propose, anything goes.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different girls upon the bevy of high brows, or down the levee, or misfits. Putting on the Ritz. And that's where each and every little bell goes. Every Sunday evening with their swell goals. Rubbing elbows, Hamlet speaks with Rockefellers, up with sticks and other fellas in a mix. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Who wants to be a millionaire?
I don't,
Have flashy flunkies everywhere.
I don't.
Who wants the bother of a country estate?
A country estate is something I hate.
Who wants to wallow in champagne?
I don't,
Who wants a supersonic plane?
I don't.
And who wants a private landing field too?
Wait, I don't.
And I don't, 'cause all I want is you. Who wants to be a millionaire?
I don't,
Who wants uranium to spare?
I don't.
Who wants to journey on a gigantic yacht?
Do I want a yacht? Oh, I do not. Who wants a fancy foreign car?
I don't.
Who wants to tie up caviar?
I don't. And who wants a private swimming pool too?
Oh, I don't.
And I don't, 'cause all I want is you.
The minute you walked in the joint, I can tell you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, sort of thing. Now wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Clang, clang, clang when the trolley, ding, ding, ding when the bell, sing, sing, sing when my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug when the motor, bump, bump, bump when the brakes, thump, thump, thump when my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. Buzz, buzz, buzz with the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop with the wheels. Stop, stop, stop when my heart screams. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, just as if it were planned. He stayed on with the end, just as grand as he stands with his hand holding mine to the end.
that, folks? Our tribute there to the movie musical. Superb stuff. Let's hear you. Woo! Well done, everybody. Cut. Take 5. Have a rest. Because I've got to let the ladies and gentlemen to a bit of a secret here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a worried man. Ask me why. Oh, no. I said I'm a worried man. Ask me why. Well, I'll tell you. You see, with silent films, you only had to look good. But now that sound's come along, you've got to sound good as well. And well, just between you, me, and these 3 walls, there is somebody in the wings whose voice sounds doo-doo. I've got to think of a way in order to make her voice sound good. I saw this great film called Singing in the Rain, and I borrowed a solution from that. I hope it works. But I tell you what, let's bring her on. Don't laugh at her voice. Come on, Hetty, out you come. Are you ready, my dear?
I'm ready, Mr. DeMille.
Okay, here we go. Lights, camera.
Chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing in the rain.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm left in the clouds, so don't overwhelm. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love.
And stormy clouds chase everyone from a place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain.
I have never been so insulted in all of my life. I ain't gonna stand for this, Mr. DeMille. I quit. You can stick your job right up your...
Okay. Oh dear. Well, as you can see, folks, not all actresses can make the transition from silent movies to sound.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds, so don't go above. Your songs in my heart, and I'm ready for love.
The stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain.
Come on with the rain of the summer breeze. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing in the rain.
How about that, folks? Charm itself, Singing in the Rain. Well done. Splendid stuff. Let's hear it. Woo! Brilliant. Okay, now we are going to show our tribute to 3 ladies who have no problems at all with sound. I'll tell you their names. We've got Miss Judy Garland, Miss Doris Day, and Miss Barbara Streisand. But you don't want to hear it from me. Let's hear it from the ladies. On you come, the girls. Judy Garland. Wow.
It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Danny. I can tell, man, you're still growing.
Fantastic, Barbara Streisand, how about that? That is brilliant. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you an interesting fact about Barbara Streisand. Now, hang on a minute, what's going on? You great big thick numbskulls, what are silent movie bits were at the beginning. We don't need you anymore. Get out! Out! No, we don't want any R's, ladies and gentlemen. Get out! Come on, clear off! No, what? Look at Mr. Peeping, for heaven's sake. He's in a dress. Have you heard that expression, eat, drink and be merry? That's eat, drink and be merry. Good heavens above. No, anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, we've done sound. After sound came colour. And with colour, the cinema audiences grew. And just as today's youngsters here have their favourite pop stars, we had our own favourite film stars. We've got a young lady who's going to come out and sing about her favourite screen idol, a gentleman who starred in these 3 films. I wonder if you can guess who it is. He starred in The Misfits, Mutiny on the Bounty, and Gone with the Wind. Does anyone know who it is? Yes, well done. Clark Gable, absolutely right. But the person who's going to come out and sing this song is the fantastic, the incomparable Miss Judy Garland. Wow.
Dear Mr. Gable, I am writing this to you, and I hope that you'll read it so you know. My heart beats like a hammer, and I stutter and I stammer every time I see you at the picture show. I guess I'm just another fan of yours, and I thought I'd write and tell you so.
Writing and telling you the same thing, but I just had to tell you about that time. And it happened one night. It was the first time I ever saw you, and I knew right then that you were the nicest fella in the movies. I guess it's because you acted so natural-like. Not like a real actor, no, but just like any guy you meet at school or at a party. And one time I saw you in person with Joan Crawford, and I had to cry a little because you loved her so much, but you couldn't have her. Well, not to the end of the movie anyway. And another time, I saw you at the Coconut Grove, and you stepped out of your car, and you almost knocked me over. Oh, but it wasn't your fault. I was in the way. But you looked at me, and you smiled. Yeah, you smiled right at me as if you meant it. And I cried all the way home just because you smiled at me. You're my favorite actor, Mr. Gable. Honest. I don't care what happens, let the whole world stop. As far as I'm concerned, you'll always be the tops, 'cause you know you made me love you.
Marlon Brando.
I could have waited till Tilda, Charlie. I could have waited somebody.
Jimmy Dean, on the covers of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Warren G. Pictures of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly.
It's too late to say goodnight. Good morning, good morning. Some days to sunshine through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning. We can all night through. Good morning to you. Nothing could be harder than to be in Louisiana.
Good morning, it's great to stay up late. Good morning to you.
Mississippi, everybody's in Mississippi.
When you left that movie show, the future was not bright. When pain started to show goes on, I wanna say goodnight.
So say good morning, rainbows are shining through. Good morning,
Bonjour,
monsieur.
buenos dias,
Good to see us,
buongiorno,
señorita.
guten Morgen.
Good morning to you.
Chicago, Emerald, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the covers of the magazine, Grace Kelly, Holly G, pictures of a beauty queen, Jean Kelly, Greta Stack, Ginger Rogers, nice on set, ladies with an attitude, fellas that in the mood, don't just stand there, let's get to it, strike the pose, there's nothing to it,
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Madonna there, of course, with her own sensational tribute to the movies. Okay, now I want all the ladies in this venue to go woo on the count of three, and I really want a loud woo here. 1, 2, 3! That's not bad. I reckon it can be just a tad louder. 1, 2, 3! That's brilliant, and the reason why I want you to go woo is because we are going to show you our tribute to the Hollywood men. That's it, the Hollywood men, ladies and gentlemen. But before we begin, my own little tribute to the Hollywood men. Close your eyes and I'll try and conjure them up for you. First of all, we have Mr. Sean Connery in Diamonds Are Forever. Well, your plans for world domination end right here, Mr. Blofeld. Mr. Kirk Douglas in The Vikings. Hey, so you want to be a Viking, huh? Mr. Burt Lancaster in Moses the Lawgiver. And the Lord God in heaven said, And now, Mr. Michael Caine in Zulu. Oi, you lot, stop chucking those bloody spears. And now, Jack Nicholson. Go on, I can wait. Jack Nicholson in The Shining. I'm not gonna hurt you, Wendy. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. And now, Mr. Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. I may not be a smart man, Jenny, but I know what love is. And now, finally, ending, and hopefully on a huge round of applause, please, Kenneth Williams in Carry On Matron. Oh, no, Matron, yes, I see you. Put them away. Yes, don't messing about. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for that. But enough of this silliness. Let's get on with the style, folks, because we're going to celebrate the Hollywood men in music, song, and dance. We have got the incredible Marlon Brando in Guys and Dolls, Jeremy Brett in My Fair Lady, and the incomparable Gordon McRae in Oklahoma. Take it away, chappies!
Lady tonight, not be a lady tonight. Not if you've ever been a lady to begin with, not be a lady tonight. Not let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. with luck be a lady with me. Lady doesn't leave her a scar. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. Lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. I have often walked down this street before. My feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Enchantment call on every door. No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling. At any second, you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, but they don't bother me. 'Cause there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be than the time go by. Don't care if I can't be here on the street where you live. Oh, the cold when the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the wind in the wind, it sure smells sweet as the wind comes driving out the rain. Oh, Oklahoma every night, my auntie let and I sit alone and talk and watch the hawk making lazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, oh, I yeah, we're only singing, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Whoa, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the wailing wind, it sure smells sweet as the wind comes driving out the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night, my auntie and I sit alone and talk and watch the hawk making lazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, yeah, we're only singing, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
How about that, folks? A sensational Oklahoma from Gordon McRae. Brilliant stuff. Okay, now what I want you to do is all the kiddies in the venue who've seen that movie Toy Story, give me a yeah! That's most of you, isn't it? That's a pretty good film, but I'll tell you what, I'll let you into an interesting fact here, because that is a film entirely composed of computer graphics. And these marvellous technical advances is the subject of our next piece, because we're going to show you these technical advances on this stage here today. Right? Oh, no, that's not what I mean at all. It's... Oh, Mr. Beatman! He's pulled me trousers down! Mr. You fool! You utter nincompoop! What is the the matter with you three? Don't you realise I'm talking about technical advances, not you primitive bunch? No, I'm sorry folks, we don't want to see these people. No, they're out of date, they're outmoded, and furthermore, they are out of work. They're sacked! Get out! Out! Go on, clear off! Get out of there, they don't want to see you! Go on, jump out, jump out, jump out! Good. Thank you very much there, thank you. Oh, go on. I love the booze. Okay, what? Have I gone too far? No, break it to me gently. Break it to me gently. Have I been unfair? All right, I know I've been unfair. I was being a bit moody there. Look, I'll tell you what. You answer me this question and then we'll decide what happens. Do you want to see the end of their little film? Okay, all right, okay, we'll do it. All I need for you lot to do is answer this. Lights, camera, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, poor Charlie Chaplin. Give Dinky an Oscar there. Let's hear it for the crazy crew. Yahoo! Brilliant stuff. Excellent. Well, I'm afraid to say, folks, we have now come to the end of our show. But before we go, I'm just going to tell you this. So this year is a very special year indeed for movies because 1896 was when movies were born. We're now in the year 1996. Total it up. Mathematical genius here. That makes 100 years. The movies are 100 years old this year. So let's end with a birthday bash to remember and do what the movies always did best and end on a musical extravaganza. Wahey! Come on along and listen to a lullaby of Broadway. The butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk are secretly unhappy men because the butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk get paid for what they do, but no applause. They gladly bid their dreary jobs goodbye for anything theatrical and wine. Get yourself some new orchestrations, new routines and red velvet curtains. Get a feathered hat for the baby, photographs in front of the theater. Get an agent, and in gym time we will be involved in the big time. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you
sun. But be a comical one, they'll be standing in lines. All those old honky-tonk monkey shines. You can study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and end up with no money and nothing to eat. But slip on down the bed and skin the worlds at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My grandpa said, go tell 'em a joke, but give 'em plenty of hope. Make 'em roar, make 'em scream. That old wall slip and fall by the seam. You can start pretending you're a dancer with grace, and wiggle till they giggle and all over the place, then end up with a great big custard pie in the face. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
The clown with his pants falling down on the dance, that's to do with romance all the scene. Well, the villain is me. That's entertainment. The lights for the lady in tights or the bride with the guy on the side or the ball where she gives you the roll. That's entertainment. God can be hot, irredeemable sex. King if I say who is after Rex. It can be Oedipus Rex, where a chap kills his father who caused a lot of bother. Who was thrown out of work by the boss, who was thrown for a loss by the skirt, who is doing him down. The world is the stage is a world of entertainment.
If they could see me, that little gang of I'm eating fancy chatting, drinking fancy wine. I'd like those dumb bull bums to see for a fact. That type of top draw, thirst green chums I attract. All I can say is, wow, just look at where I am. I've just landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. What a step up, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Hooray for Hollywood! That's what we're about doing, Hollywood. Everyone's going on the panic, can be a panic with just a good hand. And any moment it could be a stormy, even if she dances with all that man. Hooray for Hollywood! There's a rhythm in your neighborhood, where everyone along from Cherry Temple to Wakey Central is equally understood. Now I'm trying to make it not just hooray for Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. If only super money Hollywood. We came from Johnny Walkers and the Dukers with and the Zookers to get their name on the lights. And now the photos from their local photos with their hair and ribbons and their legs and tights. Hooray for Hollywood. Where you will not be in your neighborhood. When anyone at all can be an actor. See Mr. Factor, he can make them all feel good. Just give them back to their world. It will be time for Hollywood. Hooray!
Hooray, 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 hooray for Hollywood. Hooray, 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 hooray for Hollywood.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for your records of 1996 in the MGM Tribute to Hollywood. And of course, we've got a crazy crew as well. We've got Wink Clover, Mr. Phoebe, Dinky, Tiffany, Matt, Adrian, Justine, Claire, Gareth, Mark, and of course, Becky. Thank you very much indeed, guys. We'll see you in a minute. Absolutely super show. MGM Tribute to Hollywood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are just